We have all experienced being broke at some point in our lives, whether it's due to low or no income, or not having enough savings to make ends meet in the future. This can leave you feeling like you don't know what to do with your life. It's very uncomfortable and can ruin your mood or even make you depressed. So, what is the reason behind most people remaining broke? Here are some of the reasons draining your pockets. 1. People try to appear rich. Our current culture is obsessed with the outward appearance of wealth and success. Media fills our feeds with the latest celebrity-endorsed products that will make our lives complete. Credit card companies gladly extend our limits to buy the things that allow us to look rich, even when we're living paycheck to paycheck. Unfortunately, people with paychecks large and small fall into this trap. People who are trying to look rich buy things that decrease in value. People who are rich or want to be rich buy things that increase in value or provide positive cash flow. People who are trying to look rich get their worth from the approval of others. Financially healthy people have a strong sense of self-worth that's not dependent upon the whims of other people. People who are trying to look rich are always living on the edge financially with little to no money in savings. The rich know that saved money will allow them to comfortably handle emergencies and seize opportunities to invest. 2. They are controlled by fear. Business is doing well. You landed the promotion. You're finally more financially secure than you've ever been, despite how happy you imagined you'd be. You're also experiencing a confusing, overwhelming sense of dread. Your victory is eclipsed by a need to duck your head, aim for less, and downplay your achievements. Many institutions condition us to believe that money is bad, and people with money are bad. Religions advocate that poverty is equal to piousness. There's this idea that to be doing what you love and fulfilling your dreams, you should be a sort of a starving artist, sacrificing something for the joy of the work you want to do. And then there's the often justifiable disdain for capitalism, and the idea that everyone who is successful is also corrupt. The fear of all of that disables people to take the risk that is needed for financial growth and independence. Number 3. They have unrealistic financial goals. Most people have unsuitable goals for their financial journey to success. Their goals are either vague, too broad, or exaggerated with no timeline. Setting unrealistic goals will demoralize you, especially in this era, where young people prefer duplicating celebrity lifestyles and lavish spending. Today, young people below the age of 35 are living on a tight budget. They're called Generation Squeeze. They have low income and are under a prolonged economic crisis. They are in debt and struggling with school loans and family difficulties. Another aspect of unrealistic goals is setting standards that are way too high, with inadequate time to achieve them. Evaluate where you are and your intended position financially. Set short-term goals to achieve a long-term objective. Small steps are more practical to achieve, and they motivate you to continue pursuing the ultimate target. Realistic goals entail specificity, a particular timeline, and accuracy. Ensure that setting goals is a personal initiative. Do not allow anyone to dictate or create the goals for you. Number 4. They live by playing the lottery. Many people think that winning the lottery is the best thing that could happen to them. After all, who wouldn't want to suddenly have lots of money? Mega Millions winners might assume they have financial security for life and can't stop worrying about bills and start buying new stuff. The appeal of that type of windfall is clear. No wonder so many people play the lottery. However, matching the winning numbers might turn out to be as much of a curse as it is a blessing. An estimated 1/3 of lottery winners later go bankrupt. Even those people who won the lottery who manage their finances effectively can find they lose out in other areas, whether that means slipping into depression or becoming estranged from family members. But it's not just about the lottery, it's about embracing uneducated risks and speculating with your money. People who gamble frequently or invest in startups they know very little about also have a lottery mindset. Unfortunately, very few realize that the lottery mindset, for the most part, is a fantasy. Number 5. They have bad financial habits. Being broke sucks. Worrying about bills and living paycheck to paycheck also sucks. And the thought of that being for a lifetime is demoralizing. While all our financial situations are different, we all have the ability to change our broke status. Will it be easy? Not at all, but your financial life can completely switch gears by identifying bad money habits that are keeping your pockets empty. The trick is to really come to terms with these bad money habits, and that, yes, you probably are guilty of some, or maybe even all of them. You want the fancy car, the big house, the nice watch, or whatever it may be. But if you do not have the cash or financial cushion to pay for these things, you have no business buying them. It's how to end up in debt quickly, financing items you can't afford, and wasting more money on interest. Of course, it's okay to treat yourself, but be wise about what you can currently afford. People who are negative, pessimistic, and put the blame on others or societal factors can really drag you down. Misery loves company. Surround yourself with successful people and others who have an optimistic view of the world. Their mentality will rub off on you, and you can learn a lot from successful people. Number 6. They have limiting beliefs. Change is never easy, despite the fact that it is the essence of existence. People do not like getting out of their comfort zone or what they are used to doing. A study published by Forbes revealed that 45% of employees in an organization like to maintain the status quo. Resisting change is also quite evident when one has to part with items or things that have sentimental value. For instance, selling an heirloom or changing practices that you've had or done for a long time. You'll be comfortable holding on the status quo, but it will hinder your success. You cannot achieve new things by maintaining the same habits. Achieving your financial goals will require you to make certain sacrifices. Agree to pay this price because it will reward you with more than you sacrificed. See the bigger picture and stop being the obstacle to your success. Instead of thinking about buying appreciating assets like stocks or real estate, you focus on spending on items like cars, clothes, boats, etc. There is nothing wrong with purchasing the latter if you have the means, but always thinking like a consumer keeps you broke. Essentially, you're focusing on material things that will bring you temporary happiness, instead of thinking of a long-term money plan. Start correcting your consumer mentality and break the spending cycle. Number 7. They are buried in debts. Making minimum payments each month is a guaranteed way to be stuck in debt much longer than necessary. For example, if you have a $5,000 balance on a credit card with a 15% annual percentage rate and make a minimum monthly payment of just 2% of the balance, it will take you more than 27 years to pay off what you owe, according to a Bankrate credit card calculator. Plus, your total payments with interest over that time will amount to $12,518, 2.5 times what you originally charged to the card. Recurring expenses can be a pain point for any budget. If you pay too much on these repeating costs, it's a mistake that will haunt you for month after month. This includes basic living expenses like rent, car payments, or even your phone bill. Other fixed expenses are more optional, such as entertainment subscriptions or gym memberships. Number 8. They are illiterate in financial planning. Ignorance is a significant enemy of progress and, in this case, financial success. A large number of people lack financial literacy. They believe financial success is doing things that they have always planned to do. For example, living in the moment. Success has no specific approach. It is a combination of proven methods that you apply according to your personal situation. Openness to experience is a personality characteristic associated with people who are interested in learning new things and engaging in creativity. Nevertheless, it does not mean people with other personality traits should not seek further information. Knowledge has never been irrelevant, and that applies to financial knowledge. Read books, watch the news, and follow closely emerging and trending issues and practices in finances. Also, work with a financial advisor. Number 9. They lack discipline. Financial discipline is not something that comes with age or growing obligations. People may lack discipline in managing their money even if they are able to lead successful personal and professional lives. They may be misusing spending as a therapy, something to cheer up when feeling down, or they may be simply unable to manage their money effectively. Nothing can be accomplished without discipline. To that point, only 40% of Americans spend less than they earn. Overall, Americans lack financial discipline. They will spend more than their earnings. Derailing people from their plan becomes easy, especially when you give them an enticing idea. Others begin their journey with the most viable habits and strategies, but abandon them along the way. Discipline facilitates the consistency that financial success needs. Stick to your strategies and the practices you have chosen to use. Eventually, they will come to fruition and you will be glad that you maintained your discipline. Success is the result of daily effort and not just a one-time achievement. Discipline enables you to achieve success because your lifestyle will be dedicated to self-control. Number 10. They are impatient. Many young adults graduate from college or leave home and suddenly find themselves in reduced circumstances. They're used to the standard of living they enjoyed at home with their parents. Rather than wait until they can afford similar luxuries, they buy them on credit. They forget that their parents had to work 20 or 30 years to be able to afford the things they have. This impatience is costly. It leads to debt, and it starts a cycle of excessive consumption and lifestyle inflation. Pursuing success one day does not lead to success the next. Most people begin pursuing their financial goals with higher confidence and motivation and are hell-bent on achieving them. But after a while, they may encounter unforeseen challenges and other difficulties that lead to impatience. Those who become impatient change their goals, which hinders their financial success. Behavioral economist Shlomo Benartzi discourages people from having financial market phone apps because people who do often make quick and bad decisions when they receive continuous stock updates. Financial success is a process that takes time. Make sure you make the journey with a financial planner. Create small milestones that you will achieve at a quicker pace. Every time you do so, it will encourage you to further pursue your ultimate goals. Cultivate a culture of patience. Even if one of these things felt like a personal attack, congratulations, because now you know what is keeping you from living your best life. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.